Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. I like Bank of America and Citicorp and Truist banks. These are big banks. Regions Financial is a smaller town bank, and I like it a lot. I feel like it's had its foot in the ground and in touch with the people. They recently did away with the overdraft charge. Some of the other banks, I think Citibank as well, has done it. Anyway, I like Regions Financial, and we're going to do some analysis today. And we're going to see it's not a perfect stock. Regions Financial is a southeastern bank with lots of branches. This is a branch in Georgia, and this is a branch in Florida. And this is Florida's financial district in Jacksonville. And when I was recent trip to Florida, there was a lot of banks. And you can see it's along the East Coast. I live in Virginia. We don't have many Regions banks here. But in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, they do. This is their area coverage. The Stock Planner channel is an education channel. We encourage you to do your own research and develop your own trading strategy that you understand and win. Nobody's making any recommendations. I'm just trying to demonstrate and show how I do it. And some of the ways I do it is very simplistic. As I call it rinky-dink sometimes. Anyway, it works for me, and I hope it works for you. But let's get started with our analysis of Regions Financial. This is simply Wall Street. It's a paid tool, but it lets you do 5 free stocks a month. And that might be enough for most swing traders because they're not going to trade a lot of stocks. You're going to pick a couple, and you're going to stick with them. But the reason why I like it is it's graphical. And you can check the health of this company is very good. It had good past history and growth. It pays a dividend. The future doesn't look all that hot, according to the snowflake. And it's offering some value. That means it's probably undervalued. And yes, it's 50% undervalued. And this is based on free cash flow, which is money you have available to reinvest in the company. Earnings grew pretty well over the past year, but this is the problem. Only 3.5% over the next 3 years, 3.5. And I just looked at Citicorp. They're expected to grow about 8%. So if you were picking a stock and didn't want to go any further, you probably could swing over to Citicorp. And we're going to do that in another video this weekend. That's a nice dividend, but I wanted to delve in this a little bit further. I'm in Virginia, and Truist is all over the place. It used to be BB&T. A Snowflake is very similar to Regions. A little more stuffing there. These are the other banks that are competing with it. The valuation, see, I can see this quite quickly. It's trading at $23, $24, and they're thinking based on fair value, it should be trading at $53. Looking at tip ranks with 12 analysts, a high is 32, and the average is around 27. They're ranking a moderate buy with an outperform ranking of 8. We don't like to see the hedge fund activity, but everything else looks really good and solid for this company. A lot of swings here. Future growth, there's that negative. The industry is expected to grow around 3.5, while the market's going to grow 12. So it's going to trail the market. So why in the heck would you want to invest in this company? I think the market is going to slow down or decline, but we're not going to see growth like we experienced in the last 3 to 5 years. The stock market's going to level off. In my view, it's the path growth, and the company performed along with the industry. And it did grow a lot this last year. Fantastic dividend, and there has been some insider trading over the last year. It's hard to tell anything about this. You never know what reason they've sold their shares. I'm a swing trader, and I try to capture the major swings in the market, the tops and bottoms. This is a zigzag indicator, but it's not really a good indicator because it looks to the future and repaints itself. I like when the zigzag doesn't know what it's doing. And so I use the zigzag indicator to look for other indicators. This is the zero lag MACD. And basically I'm looking for it below the zero or a crossover. And I put little arrows where the crossovers occurred. Basically anywhere in between here. This is stochastic RSI. And we take trades when we have a crossover up over the 20 or a crossover down over the 30. Today we're looking at long trades. We just take the long signals here, here, and I put little arrows where they occur. And you can see that you would have a little rise there, a nice little rise there for the stochastics. Not so good there, a little bit, and a real nice one. The MACD produced a little stronger signal, it looks like. And the last one is the RSI. The RSI is my favorite signal. Same rule applies as the stochastic RSI. When it comes back around and crosses over the 30 this time, and my settings are in the description below, or the 70 if it's going for the other way. Oversold, come back around. And I placed arrows where I think it should go. And you can see that would have been a nice rise. That would have predicted it fine. This would have predicted it fine. And this would have predicted it fine. And when they all occur together, that's when I like to take a trade. So let's take a look at Regions Financial. If you were in September of 2021, sitting here, and you went to there, that is a nice trend up. And if you're looking from that point of view, we have her in a downtrend. The MACD, the stochastics, and the RSI predicted this down. Will the RSI, the stochastics, and the MACD predict an up? We're not there yet. But it does seem like this stock hanged in this area a lot. In the $25 and the $22. And based on what we just read, is this stock going to go up based on its earning growth for next year? Is it going to get up to its all-time high? Or is it going to hang in here with the other banks? Now, I think banks are going to do okay if we have a recession, and I think they're going to do fantastic during inflation. It's all about the interest. And the reason why I like Region Financials is a $25 stock. Based some of the other stocks are $200 and $300. So let's see if we can put together some kind of deal and trade this based on the fact that we think it's going to hang between 25 and 22 for the next several months. Going to Option Strat, which is an option tool, and looking at a neutral strategy called an iron condor. That's not going to do it for me because this usually happens when you have cheap stock like this. You have to pay $51. You have a chance at a loss of $450. It's just not a good thing. There's nothing here. Another neutral strategy is an iron butterfly, and it works good with. And this looks like it works. You get a credit of $158 and a max loss of $350. So it's about not quite a 1 to 2, but that's decent. Would you risk $340 to make $150? A lot of people would. I would too. And the other one I like to do is a calendar put or a calendar call. They're very much the same. I like a put first though. And this time you pay $33 and your max loss is that, and you have a max profit of $60. So you're risking $33 to make a potential of $60. That's, again, 2 to 1. This time you're paying, though. And in this risky environment that we have right now, I'm thinking I like that. And if I only make $10 on a $30 investment at 33%, so I like this. And so in this risky environment where things are going to slow down, this is a trade that anybody can do with a margin account. And it only costs you $33. But it's got to stay between 22.42. We said we wanted to stay between 22. So this is not quite there. And 25.79 with 26. We said we wanted to stay below 25, and it is nearly 26. Let's look at that chart. But before we go, let's look at the graph. As long as it stays between here and here, we win. And if it stays around where it's at now, that's when you win the most. Else, I believe it's decent all the way through based on the amount that you invested. 22.42, let's just say it's right there, a little above that. 25.79, a little below that. And if it stays in here, and it looks like it could, we have a winner up to $60 on a $33 investment, 1 month expiration. Well, what do you think of this trade? I like it, especially when I think it's going to stay in this area for a long, long time. Leave your comments below on what you think of this trade. I have a Discord chat. It's free. The link is in the description below. Here you have the ability to answer and ask questions. Answer questions too. That general chat is very popular. And we also have a place for to trade ideas. This is the RSI, the MACD, and you can see we have the RSI, the MACD, stochastic RSI, and the singles. And this gives you a place to start, especially if you're a newcomer. And this is produced 3 or 4 times a day. So if you need a place to start and you like my indicators, and I encourage you to find your own indicators that you like too, and compare them with mine. But either way, there's a list, and it's free. Love to see you here. So start your swing trading journey today. Like and subscribe. Love you to join our Discord chat. Engage and energize. Once you start engaging and asking questions and leaving comments, your trading will get better. My trading has gotten better since I started sharing via these videos. I've slowed down, thought about it more.